Girbeagly!
Hey there guys and gals, it's Girbeagly with another quick vlog, and happy Easter to those who celebrate it. And those who celebrate it who aren't able to see loved ones or anyone like that, like friends, family, whoever, during this, so sorry to hear that. I hope that you guys are able to stay in touch via technology. We have FaceTime and Discord and Skype and whatever you use to stay in touch. And it's a really good thing that we have that so that we can at least feel connected while we're alone. But for those of you guys who don't celebrate Easter, I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend so far. I actually am not going to have very much to say in this video except that I got a second voice acting gig. So for those of you who don't follow me on Twitter or Twitch, you probably don't know this, but I actually had another developer who makes indie games reach out to me via email and ask if I wanted to do a voice acting part paid, and I'm very, very excited for this because you guys know, if you've been following me for any amount of time, that voice acting is a dream that I've had since I was a kid. It's something that I've wanted to create a career of, and even though these are just like smaller bit parts, like very minor characters in the game, I still get to like sort of flex my own ability and see if it stacks up properly for what the devs are looking for. It also lets me get some practice in, it lets me build up a portfolio, and eventually that could build up so much that I'm getting larger and larger and larger parts. And that's like the hope that I have, because you guys know I really love making goofy voices in my playthroughs. I do it over on Twitch when I'm streaming. I just do it randomly throughout the day. It's just something that I've always been inspired by and something that I've always wanted to be a part of. So the fact that I'm getting two legitimate opportunities in a row to do this within like weeks of each other is insane to me. As much as there's this crappy, crazy stuff happening in 2020, I also feel like my personal life is taking on a lot of cool things that I've always wanted to take on, and I feel almost like a little bit guilty and weird about that, because from a personal standpoint, I'm having a pretty decent year. It's just that the world isn't. The world right now is suffering through a lot of things. Like I was saying earlier, you're not able to see your loved ones as often as you'd like. I'm fortunate in the sense that Morgan's parents have been socially distancing. They literally haven't been leaving the house in weeks. We've done the same. We're going to be driving over to their place to use the groceries that we already have that have been decontaminated like weeks ago, to try to make as good of an Easter meal as we can together and sort of just have as good of a day in the company of loved ones as we can. But it's one of those things where, I don't know, just the world feels like it's in such a weird place, but meanwhile my career continues to move on, and very, very excited for this new opportunity. It's an adventure game that I actually played a demo of back in 2015, and next month they're releasing a free prologue chapter on Steam, so I will promote it when my voice lines are submitted and accepted, and I make sure that the project is still on schedule and everything, because obviously I don't want to like gas it all up and then have it fall through because of what's going on in the world, if it needs to be delayed or pushed back or anything like that. The other game, the very first voice acting gig that I got, was for an indie game called My Beautiful Paper Smile. I've mentioned that before. I've left the link in the Steam link in the description of videos before, but I'm so excited for that because I got to be the voice of like a spooky ghost of like a fountain. There's these fountains that you can find throughout the game, and in the fountains you find these riddles that are really creepy, so I got to read those in a spooky voice, and I'm gonna have all these like voice effects on my voice that make me sound even creepier, and I'm really excited to hear the final product. But go support that game as well. I will leave a link down below in the description again for the Steam page so you guys can wishlist My Beautiful Paper Smile. It looks like a really creepy, awesome game. This is not me just saying this because I'm a part of it. It's due to the fact that this game is one that I already had my eye on, that I think that I even popped up on the devs radar to begin with, but I am so pumped for it. I'm so excited for it, and I hope you guys are excited as well. We'll probably do a playthrough here on the channel for both the games that I'm now going to be a voice in, but I just wanted to share some good news. There's so much gloom and doom on social media, and there's so many things in the news headlines that are dragging all of us down. I know my sleep schedule has been horrendous lately, and it's not even just like when I'm going to bed, it's like the quality of sleep that I'm getting has been atrocious, and I've been exhausted as a result, mentally, physically, emotionally, what have you. It's just all sort of stacked up a bit on me, and I'm trying to remain as happy and as positive and as energetic as I can be. But as you guys have probably noticed, I've been taking a lot more days off from uploading, a lot more days off from streaming, a lot more days where I'm not as active on social media, etc. And that's just me giving myself space to sort of recharge, especially with the recent scare with Plinko. My cat, Plinko, is feeling a lot better. Thank you, by the way, to everyone who reached out and has been asking for updates on Plinko's health. He's doing a lot better now. I'm so bummed that I had to cancel the charity stream that I had set up, but I did get to join Ethan on his, and while I was a part of it, we raised a ton of money, so that made me feel a lot better about missing out on my own charity initiative because I was helping out a friend. For those of you who don't know, Ethan raised over $150,000 for the Hope from Home campaign, so I'm incredibly proud of him. I just was blown away by the support from his community. Anyone who came through on that and helped out with that cause, you guys are literally heroes. You guys are amazing. But Plinko is doing a lot better now. We did see a couple like residual health issues that we're still a bit concerned about, so we are scheduling a vet appointment for him still, but there's not a 100% chance that we're actually going to take him to it. He's been monitored pretty much around the clock recently, and he does seem to continuously be improving, but it was more of just like a safeguard to schedule that just in case. So that's what's going on in my life right now. There's really not too much that's like super crappy, but there are some things like behind the scenes that are stressing me out a bunch that I'm trying to just remind myself that I'm in a much more fortunate place than other people. Like I said, I'm gonna get to spend Easter with people that I love. I'm going to get to do these cool voice acting projects that I've always wanted to take part of. I got great friends on my side. I have a beautiful girlfriend. I have wonderful cats. I have a wonderful house to spend my social isolation in, my social quarantining and distancing in, and things could be a lot worse right now for me. So I just wanted to pass along some positivity. I'm not trying to sort of like flex or anything by listing off all those things. That was more of me saying that aloud to remind myself, because I do often lose the hope the same way that you guys do. I very often feel very down on my luck or sad because of just the negative energy in the world right now is at an all-time high, and I hope that you guys have some good things going on in your lives as well that you're able to focus on and are able to get you through these rough times. In fact, if you guys have any little minor things, even like anything from minor to major that's an accomplishment, please keep the positivity going by sharing that down below in the comments. And if you're someone who might not have that going yourself, or even if you are someone who does, make sure that you're celebrating other people's victories in the comments. So even if you're like, man, I've been going through like a really bad bout of depression lately, but I managed to get myself out of bed today. I made my bed, I did a bunch of chores, I got a project done that I wanted to do. Even little things like that, even if it is just, if it stops at, I got out of bed today. I got out of bed, I got dressed, I took a shower. You know, that's a victory in and of itself. It's still a form of progress. It's still a form of you putting your mind to something and having a positive victory. It's the baby steps sometimes that lead into those giant leaps in progress. So you guys are doing a great job. I want you to know that. It's just a message I want to share today of all days. I just want you guys to know that I appreciate you, other people are ready to celebrate you, and I hope that you share your stories down below in the comments. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Streaming's been going really great lately. We've been getting a lot of big boy raids from Ethan and a bunch of my other friends, and so many people are joining me over on Twitch. So if you haven't joined there, there's a lot of good energy there as well, where we try to stay energetic and positive and boost each other up and whatnot. But anyway, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this vlog. If you did, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, it was great seeing ya. Bye-bye.
Girbeagly.